Good evening, good evening. Good evening, my beautiful butterflies and fly guys. Listen, are you prepared for homecoming, tailgating, and the like? If you're not ready, then before you get ready, I implore you to listen to this live as we discuss the topic, is fall your best fashion season? I will also give you seven essential items you need in your wardrobe for the fall. Are you ready, AB? All right, let's get it. Hit it. Yeah, in the building.
HeSpoke Fashion. I'm telling HeSpoke Fashion. Not so bad. HeSpoke Fashion. I'm telling HeSpoke.
All right. Thank you for joining us. This is HeSpoke Fashion, and I am the host, Daylon Thomas, and this is where we discuss women's fashion. That's right, women's fashion from a man's perspective. And of course, we endeavor to go everywhere fashion is. And on this week, I want to discuss the topic, is fall, your best fashion season? So let's get to it. For many of us who love all things fashion, I'm pretty sure you will say that it doesn't matter which season it is, you will be fashionable in that season. And you know what? That simply may be the case. But needless to say, is that necessarily true? So, how do you determine your best fashion season then? So I'm going to share 3 tips that I think will help you to make that determination. First of all, you should ask yourself a question, and that simply is, what are my favorite colors? Or what is my favorite color? So tip number 1, you should start with what you believe to be your favorite colors. What are your favorite colors? So for summer, we know the colors to be green for the colors of the trees. For fall, brown and yellow for the color of the leaves. Then there's winter, and that's that winter white for the color of the snow. And then there's spring, which is orange, and for the color of the orange barrels that line the highways. So let's take a look at our seasonal color analysis. So again, we're trying to determine what is your favorite color. So in the chart, and this chart right here, you'll note that fall in this chart is called autumn. And the colors are warm, soft, and deep. So you have the yellow, the kind of tangerine color, and the orange, the deep orange, burnt orange. So first you need to determine what is your color. And a few months ago, we did a great show talking about determining what is your color and what matches your skin tone. That's right, that has something to do with it. Tip number 2, do not fear tone-on-tone options. So from a man's perspective, I would share that for me right now, tone-on-tone is speaking to me for the fall and the winter. So come on, ladies, bring on the all camel outfits, the navy outfits, and the black outfits. That's right, it will look marvelous on you, and I'm really feeling it. And if I can speak for the fly guys right now, come on, give me some lights, give me some hand claps if you like that tone-on-tone look. Yes. I'm telling you, that camel looks really nice. That camel looks really nice. That look, that color. So don't be afraid. Don't fear the tone-on-tone look. So I want you to consider these options for your fall wardrobe. Again, this is HeSpoke Fashion, where we discuss women's fashion from a man's perspective. Well, wait a minute. Quick interruption to your viewing pleasure. But guys, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're watching on Facebook, could you please hit like? It literally takes 2 seconds. And watch this, it's totally free. All right, let's get back to it. Tip number 3, explore different looks. Now, I know I said something that may be difficult for some of you, but please consider the fact that it's all right to mix it up a bit when it comes to fashion. It's all right. I know you've grown accustomed to wearing that same look, and I agree, that look works for you. But a wise person once said that variety is the spice of life. And what does that mean? That simply means that new and exciting experiences make life more interesting. Listen, as a side note, I was watching a preacher the other night, and this bishop, who will remain nameless, was speaking about the executive pastor, and he was giving her accolades and applauding her ministry. And then he made this declaration that she came in on a Wednesday looking like Sunday. All right? He said that it messed him up so bad that he had to jokingly say to her, "Why are you all dressed up?" Just in an effort to stop him from trying to spit game. She mixed it up. Now, as a disclaimer, I want you to know, because I know some of you are thinking this, but both the bishop and the executive pastor are single. So what's my point? My point is simply this. When she changed her attire or her norm for at least one day, the male attention received was positive, and it was a good thing. So let's talk about Monique. Monique the comedian. Did you see her this week? All over IG and other websites showing off her girlish figure in a cat suit. That's right, in a cat suit. Look, she had brothers in her DM like, "Hey, boo." That's right. I'm telling you, listen, you cannot be afraid to mix that look up. Don't be afraid to change that outfit. Look at this. She's glowing in that. Wow, that black, that tone on tone looks very wonderful on Miss Monique. And what? Yes, looks lovely, looks lovely. And so you cannot fear to mix it up a little bit. And I'm telling you, when you do, and you have that confidence, you will get the response, at least from men, that maybe you're not expecting. That's right, we love the look. All right, Monique, do it, babe, in the building. So let's talk about looks. Let's talk about this monochromatic look, excuse me. This monochromatic look. So you can't be afraid to explore new looks. So I want you to do this. Go to your closet right now and pull out that Go Get 'Em outfit. That's right, I know you have one. It's in the back of the closet. And I want you to set your sights on wearing it this season, because this can be your best season. That's right, your best season. So let's talk about this monochromatic dressing. And it means wearing separates of one color that have different textures and or similar shades of that color for an overall tonal look. So now let's pivot to our essential items for this fall. Come on, it's about to get good. If you haven't hit like yet, go ahead and do that. Let's look at the monochromatic looks then. Yes. Again, the same color, but the textures are different. That's the monochromatic look. Let's look at another one. Listen, you can't be afraid to do this fall season. I'm telling you, it's very fashionable. That young lady looks pretty cute there in that monochromatic look. Just different tones. All right, that monochromatic look will work for you this season. We're trying to make fall your best season. So let's take a look. Let's pivot again to the essentials, because I told you I'm going to give you 7. That's right, 7 essential items for your wardrobe. That's the bomb. Drop the mic. Boo! All right. So, if you are a person that believes fall should be your best season, then I am sure that you will agree that these items are a must-have for your wardrobe. And if you don't think fall is your best season, then perhaps these items will make you change your mind. And AB already has it. Come on, essential item number 1, boots. That's right. You can never go wrong with a good pair of boots. And so look, I want you to consider this. When selecting your boots, just consider how long you want to keep them. That's right. And that should help you to decide how much you want to spend. Listen, I have a friend of mine, shout out to VML in Savannah, Georgia, who spends wisely for her boots. And her boots last for years with only a touch-up here and there from her cobbler. That's right, the shoe repair guy only has to touch them up. Why? Because she spends wisely when it comes to her boots. Let's look at a few boots. Yes. Wow, I love these. I personally picked these out myself. I love these boots for my lookbook. And I'm telling you, if you desire a quality pair of boots that look good, this is a design that you should go with. It's just mixing it up a little bit. And look how that fabulous model is wearing these boots. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go to another pair. Now, this is one of my personal favorites. Now, AB just asked me, do I pick the ones out that I like? I absolutely do. I pick the ones that I like. And you know what? I'm just one man speaking for many. That's right, I'm speaking for many. If I like them, they're going to love it. You can bet your bottom dollar. And so listen, these boots are great, and you can they're different colors. And listen, I suggest to you, and I recommend that you get more than one color of boots for your fashion wardrobe this fall. All right, let's go to essential item number 2. Essential item number 2, simply sweaters or cardigan or pullover. It doesn't matter. But you should have this essential item in your closet for this fall season. And I'm telling you, we can't say enough about sweaters. Whether it is a pullover or a cardigan, this is one item that is essential to your wardrobe for fall. So if you want to match it with jeans or slacks or skirts, it doesn't matter. This has to be, it must be a staple in your closet. So listen, depending on how late in the season your homecoming is, this may be a great item for wear to the homecoming football game. That's right, you can wear a lovely sweater, a nice pair of jeans, and get this, I love this look, this cape look. Listen, I had a friend that came to New York and they went to Daniel's Leathers. That's right, Daniel's Leathers down in, I think it's in Manhattan or maybe in Brooklyn. Just Google it. And went there and picked out a wonderful cape. And I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. As they were trying it on, they told me how people were gazing at them and looking at how wonderful they look in that cape. Hey, shout out to Daniel's Leathers, doing it big. So listen, get you a sweater, cardigan, or a pullover. It does not matter. They all look wonderful. But I like this favorite. This is one of, I just enjoyed this. It's just a different pattern. I seem to love patterns, right? I love, sometimes the basic look is great, but this one kind of spoke to me a little bit. I don't know if it was it kind of looks like leopards or leopard skin, but it's beautiful. It's something that you should get. Desi Wakefield says, love that sweater. I don't know if it was that one, but listen, this is Riri in the building. Listen, even the billionaires wear the long sweaters. I don't know. Do you like that? This one is by Chanel. This one is by Chanel. I bet that costs a pretty penny, but it's a lovely look. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you want to wear it if you have legs for days like Rihanna, but nevertheless, you can wear it with a nice pair of leather pants. Oh my goodness. that would look wonderful with a long sweater. Not to say that it has to be that color, but it will look wonderful. So that's essential item number 2. Now, I like this one. This one was mine. Desi Wakefield, is that the one that you like? Do you like that sweater? I know there's plenty to choose from. These are lovely looks. I love patterns again. That's essential item number 2. But let's move on to essential item number 3. And that's simply get you a blazer. Get you a blazer. If sweaters simply aren't your thing, which it can be for some, then some of you may lean towards blazers with the sleeves rolled up instead of cardigans. Paired with a simple pair of jeans and a simple t-shirt or shirt for a comfortable but sophisticated look. So this fit should be a wardrobe staple for any fashionable butterfly. Now, I like colors. And so this one looks good. And look, she makes it pop with that whole look. That yellow really pops. And again, we're going into the fall of the year. It's okay to mix it up a bit. It's okay to mix it up a bit. Let's look at another blazer. Now, I happen to really love this blazer simply because it's unique. It's a double-breasted blazer. Yes, and I'm telling you, these double-breasted blazers with the nice buttons, they look phenomenal. It gives you a different look. It gives you a different look. And sometimes you just want to jazz it up or spice it up a little bit. Yes, this is a lovely, different look for a blazer, double-breasted. And then there's this simple number here. I, again, love colors and patterns. And I know she's wearing this winter white, but this is a phenomenal 3-button down blazer. And I just love the way the buttons on the sleeve make this blazer pop even the more. I'm telling you, a few signature items just like this in your wardrobe will speak volumes. And listen, it won't just get you the attention from men, my fly guys, come on, shout it out in the chat. It will give you attention from other women. They're going to love you in a number like this. I'm telling you, don't take my word for it. Go out and patronize and get you this type of blazer, and then just let me know what type of response you get. I guarantee it will be positive. Let's move on to essential item number 4, I believe we're on, and that is simply this: long pants. Oh, you didn't know I was going to say that, did you? Long pants. So I'm welcoming the return of long pants. I hear you. I believe the fashion designers for the fall season have heard you as well. Some of you simply could not take another season of wading through cropped and ankle-length pants. That's right, your ankles were getting cold. Just imagine long knit pants with pockets. And get this, for this season, even wide legs are back. That's right, wide legs are back. And as you know, short pants cut the leg off visually. And if you have long flowing legs that high-value men love, I might add, this does not allow you to rightfully take advantage of your God-given gift, that is, those long legs. But no more. Long pants are in for this season, and I love it. I love that look with the long pants, and even though this is a different type of outfit, the full pants leg, the flare legs, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm glad that this look is coming back. And listen, it does not mean you have to throw away your skinny jeans or your skinny pants. Does not mean that. But what it does suggest, and I recommend it highly, is that for this fall season, you add, that's right, you add these long pants into your closet. Let's look at another pair. Just long pants. Simple, but long pants. All right, let's move on. Essential item number 5 is simply the academia look. That's right. Now this look, it could include a tweed waistcoat, plaid skirts, long walking skirts, and possibly neckties. All right? I, for one, really love this look. It's nice, it's clean, and preppy, but not too preppy. It makes you look smart, right? It makes you look smart. And I especially love it. So this is a smart look, right? This is a smart look. But I especially love it when the bad girl decides to mix it up a bit with this look, with this academia look. That's right, Riri is back with the academia look. Look, she looks, and again, let me say this. Like, let me ask this question to my beautiful butterflies out there. Don't you love it when you see that fly guy that's normally, dressed down? He may have the Timbos and the jeans sagging and the t-shirt on and a fitted cap, and then you see the same person and he's wearing a nice suit. That change up, it does something for you. Well, in like manner, when we see the bad girl, right? That she's always wearing denim, she's always wearing jeans, she's always wearing something that is sexy, but then she turns around and she gives us this look, the academia look. I love it, I love it. Rihanna's wearing it, and we have this young lady, Little Kim. Little Kim is doing it with the necktie and the plaid skirt. So I really want you to consider this look. And listen, I'm gonna give you a tip. The academia look can easily be achievable for less with the right sourcing from thrift stores, secondhand shops. And in addition, vintage pieces are super cheap on the secondhand market. And look, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sarah Jane Vintique. It is a vintage boutique. So it is a vintage, and they have vintage clothing. Patronize that, Sarah Jane Vintique. And so that's where you can get this academia look, vintage clothing. All right, essential item number 6. That simply is dark denim. So how many of you are happy to see at least waist full-length straight leg jeans come back? I mean, we've had the skinny jeans and you can still wear them, but some dark denim, add this to your wardrobe for the fall. Dark denim seemingly gives more of a dressier look. A dressier look when you have on the dark denim. Now, she's wearing these a little different, and I would suggest that, different strokes for different folks. But dark denim, let's go to another. This is basically a romper, but it's a good look. The darker denim is a good look. I really like it, the dark denim look. And then lastly, lastly, this denim skirt. Just mix it up a bit. I'm not telling you to get rid of any of your skinny jeans or your lighter colored denim, but just add some dark denim to it. Let's go on. We're almost to the end of the road, this journey. That simply is moving on to essential item number 7. That's right. Loungewear. But you know what? I need to ask you a question, because let's go back a minute. Take that down. Let's go back, because I want to ask you, when you deal with dark denim or with jeans, do you often struggle with what belts to wear with jeans? I mean, do you often struggle with that? How do you feel about wearing leather belts with jeans? Is that a good look for you? I mean, that was just a question. Answer me in the... Vandella says, dark denim is thinning. Wow, that's good to know. And so, dark denim, grab your pair of dark denim for this fall season. It's thinning. That's a good tip. That's a very good tip. And look, I want to suggest to you that, look, a leather belt is a good look. Sometimes add that to your wardrobe. All right, essential item number 7 again is loungewear. We're finally down to number 7. And listen, I want to thank those of you who stayed to the end, because you may indeed be surprised by what I'm going to say right now. And that simply is that I say yes to comfort. That's right. Yes to comfort. Come on, give me some hand claps, give me some hearts, some emojis if you agree with me that listen, fashion does not have to be uncomfortable anymore. Yes to comfort. Remember, all right. Look, we have our bodies for us, not just for others, and we should be able to be comfortable. So for someone who still works from home, I greatly appreciate that comfort is being considered. I still work a few days from home, and seems many of the silhouettes are a bit forgiving for the pandemic pounds many haven't been able to address yet. I guess along with what Vandella just said, if we get those dark denim, we can address those pounds. But just acknowledging the difficulty of dressing a new body in general. And so we've all been through a lot. And I want to suggest that we all have been through a lot as we're coming hopefully to the end of this pandemic. And I'm just glad that clothes might not be someone's breaking point after all that we've been through. And so here it is, loungewear. Yes, I love it. As we are going through this process and understanding we're getting back into the office and getting back to our lives, our sense of normalcy, I hope that these are some items that will help us in this transition, this loungewear. So listen, some of us have lived the majority of our lives believing, just like me, that the word comfortable is such a bad word for fashion. It is good to see that brands are finally beginning to confirm the obvious, which is that comfort is important. So at this time, when we are still dealing and somewhat recovering from the pandemic, I want to say that it is imperative that you understand that you don't have to suffer for fashion anymore. Many of us, myself included, are easing out of loungewear as we get out into the world again without losing the comfort of our nightwear. So listen, you can dress comfy and classic. I think many of you on this live already know that, or either claim that for yourself as we navigate through the rest of this pandemic. Wow. So as we're drawing near to our end, I want you to know that this weekend, starting tomorrow actually, September 11th, New York will host New York Fashion Week. And it will truly be a star-studded event. Now, they've had some preliminary events on yesterday and, of course, on today, but officially starting tomorrow. And, of course, if you know the fashion weeks all over the country, this is the time for designers to show their upcoming collections for press to review and for buyers to place orders. I have a question. Do you ever wonder how these items that are designed for the luxury brands end up in the cheaper department stores? If you've ever wondered that, just put a 1 in the chat. If you've ever wondered that, like, how is it, and we see all of these fabulous brands, Givenchy and Chanel, and then we see similar designs in our local Macy's store or our local dealer store. Do you ever wonder why it is that happens? Well, if you do, that's a question for another day. And we will perhaps share that right here on HeSpoke Fashion Live. Listen, I see some ones in the chat. Listen, we've come to the end of our discussion tonight, and I want to close with the thought that you do not have to chase trends that do not fit your lifestyle. I want you to find your style and then simply walk in it. It is my hopes that in sharing these essential items, that would help you to find what is your style. And lastly, I want to share this quote from Alessandro Michele, who's the creative designer from Gucci. He simply says this, and I quote, "Lifestyle is something belonging to our culture. The beautiful things and objects that have accompanied mothers and grandmothers. In my mind, this means taking the opportunity to be happy through these wonderful gestures. For me, lifestyle means loving yourself while you live." And I end quote. That's from Alessandro Michele. Wonderful quote about lifestyle, loving yourself while you live. And that's what I want for all my beautiful butterflies and fly guys. Use fashion to help you love yourself while you live. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. I want to say to all of you, have a good night, good fashion, and remember, he spoke fashion to you. Good night. Yeah, in the building.
HeSpoke Fashion. I'm telling you, HeSpoke Fashion. Not so bad. HeSpoke Fashion. I'm telling you.